Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, presents a dubious fact about the royal family that has a deceptively straightforward solution, seemingly opening up a plot hole in the Bridgerton universe. In order to keep viewers occupied while they wait for Bridgerton Season 3, Netflix's hot period drama Queen Charlotte builds on the relationship between Queen Charlotte and King George by focusing on their early years of marriage. The Bridgerton spin-off offers a complex depiction of Golda Rochefoucauld's Queen Charlotte, in addition to highlighting the backstories of other senior members of the aristocracy. Queen Charlotte, who is well known for playing matchmaker on Bridgerton, is heavily involved in the social season's proposals, particularly those involving her preferred debutante or the season's diamond. Given the Queen's large family, it comes as a surprise that despite giving her nephew, Prince Friedrich, the chance to court them, she hasn't suggested a match between any of her sons and any of the diamonds from Bridgerton's season. Vivi Dinevers, Daphne Bridgerton, and Charithra Chandran's Edwina Sharma. While this does undoubtedly provide a perplexing dichotomy, Queen Charlotte's decision to disregard her children's romantic relationships is quite understandable and reasonable. The royal bloodline had its heir a spare and many more, as Queen Charlotte and King George's union produced 15 children. Therefore, Princess Charlotte of Wales, who was shown to have been pregnant in Queen Charlotte's flash-forward, was Prince George of Wales, Queen Charlotte's eldest son, heir at the time of Bridgerton, Seasons 1 and 2. Technically, the next 3 generations had already begun, therefore the line of succession during Bridgerton was safe enough. Because it wasn't necessary at the time, Queen Charlotte didn't have a reason to think about Daphne or Edwina as potential spouses for either of her sons before Queen Charlotte. The social season would have ended when Princess Charlotte passed away in a delivery bed if Queen Charlotte's timeline fell between Bridgerton Seasons 2 and 3. Prince Frederick and Prince Edward were compelled to be married off by Queen Charlotte in order to preserve the bloodline after the Princess Royal's death eliminated 2 generations of heirs. Daphne had lost her appeal as a bride after becoming the Duchess of Hastings, for obvious reasons. Edwina, on the other hand, would be a narrative point worth investigating, as there isn't really another explanation for why the Queen decided not to meet Prince Friedrich of Prussia with her. In addition to not initially needing to arrange marriages for her children, Queen Charlotte may have found it to be stressful, rather than delightful, to match together recalcitrant, entitled, and hard-headed princes and princesses. Queen Charlotte was known to enjoy seeing young lords and ladies stumble across romantic encounters, so it's possible that she purposefully ignored her children's lack of social activity. Given that Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, demonstrated how Charlotte and George were denied the opportunity to choose who they married, it's possible that she pretended nothing was wrong in order to provide her children the same opportunity. Despite having been forced into an arranged marriage, Charlotte and George do end up falling in love. However, this orchestration isn't always successful. The loveless unions between the Danburys and Ledgers are definitely something Queen Charlotte would hate for her offspring to experience. The main factor in Charlotte's distance from her children, who serve as daily reminders of their love, may have been her concern over King George's deteriorating mental health. Queen Charlotte's indifference for her children, whether out of love or apathy, gave them a taste of freedom despite their royal status, something Charlotte and George were denied in Queen Charlotte as a result of the crown.